This is Matt, and I want to give you 3 ways you can make learning more accessible in Google Classroom. I'll share with you some ways to help all students succeed. The first thing that you may want to consider is developing a help desk question. So right here I have a need help, ask here question, and just asking questions and then putting responses down and having a discussion board can be very, very helpful for students, especially your older students. So how exactly can we do that? Well, first of all, I just go to the classwork tab here, and I want to go to the topic. I want to put a topic down, and I'll just call it need help. We'll just say need help. I'm just going to go ahead and hit add. Okay, so then what I did is I actually went right here and I created just a question. When I create a question, I would put in, Mr. Bergen's help desk. And then I would put my instructions right here. I'm just going to go ahead and hit ask. And then what that does is that actually puts it right under here so that students can answer questions. You can share resources, and students who may have similar questions can go and refer to that first. So that's the first thing that you should consider. Second thing you can consider is when you're posting assignments, you want to post assignments in order of due date. So this right here is assignments due for May 25th, 2020. You want to make sure that you have all of your assignments there. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new topic. And that new topic is, I'm going to say assignments due for, we'll say June 5th, 2020. Okay, so once again, I have this topic right here. One of the cool things about Google Classroom is I can move it around. I'm going to keep my need help section right up here always, and the newest topic due date right up here. Now what I'll do is I'll create an assignment. So third tip is creating accessible assignments. So one of the cool things that you can do in Google Classroom is you can add emojis. So check this out. So I have an assignment right here that I put down, and emojis are very helpful to keep students aware of certain steps. So if I'm doing something like read the following article, so let's create an assignment. And one of the cool things too that I would suggest is putting numbers in front of your assignment. So starting with a 3-digit number, 001, and then whatever assignment it is. That way it puts it in chronological order in Google Classroom and Google Drive, I should say. And it helps students understand which assignment they may need to go back to refer to. All right, so if I have something like read the following article, okay, what I can do is I can actually use a Chrome extension called Joy Pixels. And Joy Pixels allows you to create or actually use existing emojis. So let's say, for instance, I wanted to find something like read. I can find books right here, and what it does is it automatically copies it and it puts it right in here into my Google Classroom. Really helpful. So now what I could do is I can just cut and I can paste right there to put down the instructions. Other ways to make your assignments accessible, just so that you might be looking at this, is one of the past assignments that I've had is, let me see right here. Let me go in and see if I can find, right here, UDL essay. So one of the things that I've done is I've actually put down the goal, what they can do when they're confused, and then if they're finished, what they can do then. So I usually have my instructions right here, and this is an essay that I'm going to have them complete. And I usually put down the goal. I put down the steps, the suggested steps that they may take, and some tools to help them. And then I also include frequently asked questions that students may have. This is a great proactive way of making sure that students understand things. So for example, how do I use Grammarly? Well, if they click on this, this will actually take them to how do you use Grammarly, okay? Another thing that you can do to make things more accessible in your assignments is perhaps put a sample of student work. That can be very helpful for students. And also providing something like a checklist. So I have this checklist right here that I created. It is a screenshot, but I did create this in Google Sheets, the original copy, and just having so students can put that check mark right here that they've completed the assignment. Those things can help make assignments accessible and help students succeed in an online learning environment.